Hey guys, Ed again from Danneberg's Acres, E-tek Restorations and Racing. Just thought I'd grab a couple of things from the last video that I kind of overlooked or could go over a bit more detail on the toolbox tour. So here we are back at the main toolbox, and over here I have a set of hanging screwdrivers that don't fit in the box. A lot of these are Robertson square head. And I just keep them up there. This is a hood rod prop or gas tank prop rod. Lots of good things that can be used for. One of those props, everybody should have one of those. And then, yeah, I didn't have, this is actually a really cool set. I think I just glanced over it, but this angle ratcheting 12-point box end set is really handy for a lot of things, really getting into a lot of curvy areas and tight spaces, especially kind of body work, undercarriage work, stuff like that. So thought I'd mention that. A few of the different pullers I do usually keep up here, but they were around in different spots. And then, you know what, right down at the very bottom of the box, I didn't mention that I keep a few of my boxed items that obviously wouldn't fit in the toolbox up top, but they do have their own little boxes and kits. This one here is Porta Power, and Porta Powers are super handy when you have one and you need it, although they're extremely heavy, hard to lug around, that's for sure. But yeah, so that has all the different things that you can, you know, spreaders and lifts, a lot of good stuff for body work. You want to press things out or push things apart. It's really good for any of that. So it has a lot of different connections and extensions, etc. That's helpful and super good to have. So let's just make sure we close this stuff up while we're here and looking at it. And then I keep it won't even fit back now underneath because I moved some stuff around. One of these hoses I think is sticking up here now. Come on, everybody back in. Back in your spots. Okay, well, we'll leave that for I won't make you watch me clean it up. Down here I have a brake kit, so I keep most of my brake tools in this little you know, toolbox, novelty toolbox, I guess you could call it. And just has my Mighty vacuum tester, and you know, you can bleed brakes with this, and then all your spreader type tools, spreading calipers, and your springs for drum brakes. And then I have a one wrench in here that I bent that used to be for the Galaxy rear shoes. Bleed those, and it's handy. And yeah, that kind of stuff is the Mighty Vac thing. And then all the different connections and whatnot that you need for your Mighty Vac. So a lot of my brake tools are in there, and obviously some of them are still spread around the shop, like I mentioned in my last video. Things just get spread around the shop. Little instructions for the spreader. Not sure if you need those, but yeah, I should have my brake pliers in there too. Seems to be missing. So that's that, and this one here is engine tools. So honing device there. I think there's it actually says engine tools right on it, in case I forget. Another honing tool there. Ring spreaders, different. Here's some measuring tools, calipers, different size calipers here. I think I have a bore dial gauge set and a bore clean out set up over another shelf. Bore brush kit that I mentioned earlier for engines, and then here's the dial bore gauge that you would use to when you're checking cylinders and whatnot. Spring compressor, valve spring compressor, measuring devices, and measuring your for bearings and clearances. And then a clean out tap that was specific to one particular engine I had. And actually, this is my first toolbox. I'm just noticing that. I bought with the money I made from selling carpet samples at a swap meet when I was 13 years old, back in 1976. That was my stepdad. I said, thanks, Carl, because he must have gotten the stuff that I could sell there at the swap meet. Isn't that funny? Okay, well, that's kind of a cute trip down memory lane there as well. Perfect. Those are up. And last one I think here is a slide hammer kit. This one's a slide hammer kit for, I think most people know what a slide hammer is for. You can pull seals out at the very least, or pull dents out at the very largest side of those. I also keep my my winch here. This winch is awesome. I've mentioned that in other videos. These are super handy to have. Electric plug-in winch. You can lift things, pull things. I pull things in and out of the garage with that. Tractor, snowmobiles and stuff. Super handy to have. This is my Autobody toolbox tool set that originally was my dad's toolbox. So this is probably a 60 or 70-year-old box, property of Ulrich Danneberg. That was my dad. Snap-on tools, Snap-on toolbox. And I think I must have repainted this at one point in time, and has all my original tools. So these are all Craftsman wrenches, Craftsman standard and metric, old Craftsman screwdriver set, some miscellaneous. These are kind of probably my dad's tools, a lot of these things, some Ford and some lineman pliers there. There's a whole set of old school, not sure what the brand is on that, can't read them. And then, all my vice grips. This is, again, bodywork. Needs a lot of vice grips, a couple more sets hanging up here on the wall beside the old school filter remover. But yeah, you need a lot of vice grips when you're doing bodywork. This is the body hammer and dolly tray. Everything from high quality Blue Point, which is Snap-on type hammers, to Bondo brand hammers, all kinds of different shapes. This is a slap file. It's used for shrinking metal while you're slapping it and straightening it out. Very handy, right down to square body hammers. This is a old school pick and file. You used to use this to pick and then file the metal to or lead to straighten out panels. Now it's used either to just show you where your high and low spots are, or to scrape off the first layer of filler when you're applying filler. A lot of different body dollies. Some things that are very specialty here that can go sit in the, you put that in the vise and then hammer things over top of it. I think I made a few of these to do trim work and stuff like that. Here's some trim, and you could use that underneath pieces of it, or put that in the vise. And yeah, lots of things that are made. Here's a little kind of a reaching dolly for reaching into spots to hammer out a crease. Get that in there. I'll see welded together from something. And then this is a lead dolly. So this is again for picking metal, old school. You would well, it was made by melting down a bunch of lead in a tin can and then taking it out. And so when you're picking and filing, it's a little softer than hard steel on the backside of. Moving further down, just general sets for pullers and what's that for? Spring compressors. Another spring compressor. This is actually for a Dodge 318 engine, seating the distributor, bearing inside a Dodge engine. Giant lineman's wrenches, odds and ends, and then sort of larger odds and ends. Wire brushes, monkey wrench, some pins and things. All my old. There's a panel crimper in there. Panel crimper, Autobody piece, pry bar, slap bar, bender. This is my parts box. See if I can zoom out a bit here. I just hung this up. It's a nice piece. Delco Remy parts tune-up service box, and I just keep all my general supplies and parts and pieces in here that needed, or things that have come off and are still good. then up here is where I keep all my kits. So everything from 3 Dremel kits. One is just accessories, of course, for the Dremel. This is a newer Dremel. That's an older one that we had. This actually is a VHS camcorder, my original camcorder. I'll have to do a video on different camcorders. Tap and dies, 2 different tap and die sets. I also have a specialty, yeah, this one here is a tap and die extension set. This is really handy. Has all the things you would use to attach to your tap and dies, to use them on your ratchets, or just make things easier to access. And you can hold your taps here with this, and then it's a 3/8 inch on that side, and then different type of twirler there. Put that up here with the tap and die stuff. Put that up here with the tap and die stuff. Oops, careful. Let's see. Here's a cut-all set. This is like a drill that cuts all kinds of things. Sawzall, regular drill, power probe 3. Here's an impact, or sorry, a 3/8 inch ratchet set. That just good for on the road. Oh, yeah, that's actually 3/8 inch impact socket set is what that is. So there's a 3/8 inch impact socket set. I also have a nice 3/8 inch drive set here. Look at that. That's old school Mastercraft set. Carry that here. Carry that in your truck, I guess, or your box. Look at that. It has the it's like a signature set. Mastercraft Canadian Tire logo on it all. That's interesting, eh? Very old school. Obviously it's flipped apart. I need to clean some of this stuff up. My other shop, I did a lot of body work in there, and of course things just got super dirty and dusty, and never cleaned it up properly. So looks like I'm missing. No, that's just clearance for that spot there. Anyways, a nice set. And how are you gonna close? Yep. It's gonna want to close. Oh, now I'll be. You know what I'll be doing after this video. All right. Okay, so this is a go-through socket set. Maybe I shouldn't even open that one. It's gonna all spill out. But this is an interesting set too. This is a set that. Oh, put it on top of this one. Of items where if the fastener is really long, then this is all a go-through set. It's called, and everything has a pass-through, so everything fits on there, and then you can go right through there. So you put that on. And if you've got super long fasteners or whatever, or the bolt is way down on a long nut, you can get that out. Don't get a ton of use out of that, but once in a while, if you do have some particular fasteners that are super long, use that and go through. And then this is a sort of a cutting drill set. That's an interesting piece too. I'll pull that at a later date. What do we got here? A body hammer set, and impact gun, soldering iron. This is a Weller soldering iron. I used that in a reasonably recent video, which was good. Spare drills, a metal hole saw bit, a drill sharpener. Drill bit sharpener. They're not very good. Any of those sharpener kits aren't very good. This here is an interesting set here. This is for body work, and so it has it's a driver that you can hammer on, and then you put all these different types of faces on it. Super helpful for banging in creases, shaping corners. Really nice set, nicely made, nicely finished. All these faces. So basically a small anvil set. Here's something, you want to get something really sharp there. Kind of a curved piece here. So that's a really nice set. If you need something like that, it's handy to have. And here. Not sure what's going on up here. Perhaps maybe. And yeah, so a bunch of stuff up there. Fishing rods, knickknacks, bric-a-brac. Sort of my electrical drivers are here. All the powered kind of stuff going on back there. And yeah, that's a bit of a quick tour of the other things in the shop, other tools. Here's all some of my electrical grinders, large and small grinder bits. Pictures of the wife that we took in the cars. Of course, now that she's a little older, she doesn't want me to hang these up anymore, but she did some modeling for me. That was fun. And what else? Just got this finally, you know, gas siphon or extra gas, auxiliary gas tank that I've needed for a long time. Always tried to piece something together and piece this and that together, use starting fluid and shit. But this is much more handy. Actually got that idea from No Nonsense Know-How. He's a motorcycle mechanic, I guess, originally, and those are handy for that. But good for everything. And so, yeah, next up here, I'm going to get on the engine of this baby, which really the engine hasn't had a lot done to it. We're going to double check that it's going to roll over here and that it's going to start in the summer. Over and out. What are you up to? Come on. Jimmy Goo. Come on. Let's go down and see the horses. Down, hey. Get up. Get. Come on. Oh, need to clear the snow out of this trail again. Take Ralphie Girl's jacket off. It's gonna be warmer this weekend. And it has been. Put some treats here. Oh, I hear those snacks. Here. All right, smell you later. And you barking away. Check that out, midday sun. Snow face. You got a snow face. Mercedes still hanging out here. Let's see if we got any charge going. Oh yeah. Battery's all charged up. This tractor will start. Right, starting fluid. think there's little buds on there. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, she looks like a little bit green sticking out the end there. Can't see it on the camera, of course, but... Well, what's happening here? Yes. Oh, don't get up on my account. Oh, okay, you won't. Oh, well. Somebody's gotten spoiled. Living on the couch. Come on now. Oh, looks like she's gonna get down. Jake's like, don't step on me. Ah, what are you doing? Are you gonna step on me? You wouldn't step on her. Come on, get down. Come on. Oh, no. No, I'm not getting down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jake says, whoa, whoa, yo, you're giant. Get in the way. I hear a giant butt. Help. Oh, gets tail in the face.